Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We've got Game 3 against the Phillies coming up. We split the first two games. Both of them were come-from-behind wins. We came down from, I guess it was 4-1. We did score first. In the top of the first inning we scored one, but then the Phillies hit a grand slam in the bottom of the first, and then hit another home run later to go up 5-1. And then we were able to come all the way back and win 7-5 in 10 innings. And yesterday, we struck first, but the Phillies were able to come back and score two later in the game to win 2-1. Or was it 3-1? I think it was only 2-1. In any case, this game is for the series. The Phillies have Fukuyama on the mound, who I don't remember anything about, and I don't think we have seen him this year, or ever, actually. So, let's all find out together. He's got a very good ERA. Kester swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses again. Both the first two pitches have been sliders. I'm curious how hard he throws his fastball. Mid-80s, okay. Ground ball to short is the first out of the inning. Marvin is going to bat right-handed. He'll look at a high fastball. So I guess we're looking more of a crafty lefty situation. Backdoor curve comes in for a strike. Line drive, and that will be caught by Chavez. Good play over there by the line. Two away, nobody on base for Chief. Good slider in there for a strike. Swings and misses at a curveball. That hard slider does seem to be Fukuyama's number one pitch, and it's working so far. Curveball also working, though. With 1-2-3 inning, I guess everything is working. So we'll go to the bottom of the first, where Alex Rios will lead things off for Philadelphia. Regular lineup in for the Squirrels. Jonathan on the mound today. And here is Alex Rios. I guess maybe I should update you all on the standings. If you are curious, I do post the full standings on each recap page, so if you click that link in the description, you can always follow along. But the Phillies have led the NL East for most of the year, though they have fallen one game back of the Mets as of late, and the Braves are tied with the Phillies. Alex Rios started off the game with a hit. Worth grounded to short. Couldn't quite pull off the double play, though, so he will stay at first base. Oh, he's going to get picked off. There he is tagged out, so base is now empty for Travis Hafner. Just a very delayed double play. First pitch to Hafner is a curveball that catches the outside corner. Another called strike will make it 0-2. Called strike 3, fastball to the outside corner again. So both teams 3 up, 3 down, though the Phillies did manage a hit. Terry's going to lead it off for the Squirrels in the top of the second.
Number 4, Terry, the first baseman.
This is fouled away, pulled down the first base line. That slider breaks too far outside, might have been a bit high as well. There's a called strike, makes it 1-2. Terry puts this to Hafner, catches it on the hop, and takes it to the base himself. One down, here is Frank. Literally just realized I didn't grab my phone, so I can't check the D1 baseball draw. Purdue is a bubble team for that, and I didn't see how it turned out, so I'll have to look at that later. Anyway, in this game, Frank is going to ground this to Chavez, so that will be the first out of the inning. That'll bring Tom to the plate. First pitch, fastball for a strike. Hits this one into right center field. That'll be the first Squirrels hit, first Squirrels base runner of the day. Two out single will bring Zach to the plate. He looks at a curveball for strike one. Swings and misses at a curveball for strike two. Hits this one right over first base. That's a fair ball. Tom will make his way to third. That'll leave runners on the corners for Joey. There are 2 outs. So Fukuyama is only his second batter from the stretch here. Joey quickly down 0-2. Puts this one through the right side of the infield, and the Squirrels strike first today, although I guess we've struck first in every game, in the last 2 games anyway, and it's not worked out great. We did eventually pull out the first game, but that early run did not hold up. Jonathan grounds back to Fukuyama, and that will end the inning. So the Squirrels go up 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Pat Burrell will lead things off. First pitch to Pat the Bat is called a strike. Another called strike. This goes towards the middle, and that will get through for the second Phillies hit of the day. So Jonathan and Fukuyama, I think, have a whole lot in common out there on the mound. Though Jonathan's top pitch is a palm ball, which he threw right on command there, though it was for a ball. Haven't really figured out if Fukuyama is better with the curveball or the slider. He's been pretty good with both. Victorino has a 2-2 count, and he will ground this one to third. Chief goes to second with it. No throw back to first. So Derek Jeter at the plate with 1 on and 1 out. Jonathan goes for another pickoff, does not get it. Now Jeter's going to show bunt. And he gets down a pretty good one, actually. Jonathan to first, and it is in time, but the runner is moved into second base, or onto second base. So we get a successful sacrifice. So that means it's up to Pudge Rodriguez to try to drive that tying run in. So he hit a home run in the 7th inning. Right, first batter Gonzalez faced in that game, and he put it pretty deep into left field. Strikes out in this at-bat, though, and that will end the inning. So the Squirrels hang on to that 1-0 lead as we move into the third, where Kester will lead things off. Kester ground out in his first at-bat. Fukuyama only struck out 1. Obviously, he's only given up the 1 run. He's been very effective, but pitching to contact mostly. He's got Kester down 0-2. This will be right to Hafner at first, 1 away. Here is Marvin. He had a line out as well. I believe to third. It was actually a pretty decent play over there by Chavez. Not like amazing, but pretty good. Puts this one into left field for a base hit. 1 on with 1 out. Chief coming to the plate. He has been the 1 strikeout victim so far today. He will face Fukuyama from the stretch this time as he chases a curveball. Hit and run, and that will get through the left side of the infield. Marvin going to try for third. Throw going there, and it's off the base. I think it might have possibly beat him there if it had been on line, but Marvin in there safely. Runners on the corners for Terry, who will look at strike 1 on a borderline pitch. This one's too low. Check over at first. Another check over at first. Swings and misses at that curveball. 1-2. Doesn't chase the slider. Swings at this fastball, but comes up empty. 2 away. It's up to Frank now with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Frank, pretty sure ground out, I want to say, to short. Grounds this one right to third. Chavez easy play over to first, and that will end the top half of the third. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead. Angel Chavez will lead things off for the Phillies in the bottom half of the inning. I don't know if you guys caught in the first game when I had to use the play-by-play guy that the in-game PA announcer, actually I may have said this yesterday, but I guess I'm in too deep now. The PA announcer says the right name, but the play-by-play guy calls him some Mario something. I don't remember who it is. Chavez goes down swinging. That will bring Fukuyama to the plate, who's hitting 235, so nothing to sneeze at. He'll ground the first pitch over to third for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order. Rios got a base hit in his first at-bat. Jonathan with 3 strikeouts, the first time through that Phillies order. Rios into left field. Frank should have this one. And he does. We'll go to the fourth. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead, and they will have Tom at the plate to start the top half. Tom did get a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2, backdoor slider. Hits this one over to Rios, who fields that no problem. 1 away, and here is Zach, who also got a base hit in his first at-bat. Fukuyama already wiping his brow. Gets a swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Here is Joey. Do believe he got the RBI single to drive in the only run of the game. He will look at strike 1 here. Hits this one over to Rios, and that will end the top half of the inning. Fukuyama doing well, but still behind 1-0. The Phillies will start off with Jason Worth at the plate. Worth hit a ground ball that ended in a fielder's choice and then was picked off of first. He'll look at strike 1. Hits this one sharply, but right to third. Chief gets it over to first quickly, more quickly than you really needed to, but it is an out. Travis Hafner struck out in his first at-bat. He will look at a palm ball outside. Jonathan does seem to be really wanting to work him outside, though that one was down and in. 2-0. Puts that one right over the plate, but gets away with it. That ball hit to Terry for the second out of the inning. Pat Burrell got a base hit in his first at-bat. He'll look at strike 1. Hits this one into left field. That's probably at least a double. Now, say at least, probably not going to get a triple to left very often. Actually ended up being fairly close at second, but it was definitely a double. So Shane Victorino, again with the chance to drive in the tying run. This time, it looks like he's going to do it. Burrell coming for home. Throw going home, which is going to allow Victorino to advance. So the game now tied at 1. Derek Jeter at the plate. There are 2 outs, but one more base hit, and the Phillies have the lead like they did yesterday. Right in a very similar part of the game as well, I might add. Right now, Jeter with a 3-0 count. Takes all the way, and it is called a strike. 3-1. Swings and misses. We got a full count with 2 outs. And into left field. Will Frank get there? He does. It was a little close, but we come out of it with a 1-1 tie. Jonathan is due to lead off things for the Squirrels in the 5th.
Number 1, Jonathan.
Jonathan hitting 50 so far. He will ground this. Will it get foul? No, it's still on the line. Hafner picks it up and steps on the bag. Kester 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 1. This is fouled away. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 2 away. And here's Marvin. He is 1 for 2 today. That pitch down by Marvin's feet. Looks like this will be the last batter for Fukuyama. If he does get this out, right now it's a 2-1 count, you can definitely say he has pitched. I mean, if he doesn't, really. He's pitched a wonderful game through 5 innings. Nope. It looks like he's going to come up 1 pitch short. Or 1 strike short, I should say. Elbow gives out, so the Phillies will have to turn to their bullpen. And they go find Tom Gordon. All right, 2-2, and that does flip Marvin around to the other side of the plate. Just for him to look at strike 3. Well, there we go. I guess I was right. 1 pitch short. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, still tied at 1. Pudge Rodriguez will lead things off for the Phils. He struck out in his first at-bat. And he'll start off with strike 1 here. Hits this one in the air into left center, and that'll fall in for a leadoff single. Not the hardest hit ball, but well placed. Chavez at the plate, takes a strike. Puts it on the ground. This could be 2. Throw to second. Joey back to first in time. 4-6-3 double play. Tom Gordon's going to get to keep pitching. So he's taking this at bat. Looks at a palm ball in the dirt. Little Flash Gordon out there. I mostly remember him with the Cubs, but I think most people remember him more with the Red Sox. So he bounced around a lot. Has a 2-2 count at the plate. He will put this to third. Chief handles that no problem. So we'll move into the 6th inning. Heart of the order coming up for the Squirrels. Both teams with 5 hits, both teams with 1 run. And Chief 1 for 2 on the day. Hits this one into center field. Victorino has to come in a little bit, and he will make the catch. So that'll bring Terry to the plate. He's 0 for 2. His May has not been nearly as productive as his April was. Still leading the nation. Leading the league, the majors, in hits. There we go. Brain was not wanting to put together the right sentence there, but he got a base hit up the middle, 1 on, 1 out. Frank is ground out in both of his at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits this one through the middle. That'll be a base hit. Terry will stop at second. 2 on with 1 out. Tom comes to the plate. Do believe he is 1 for 2. Looks at strike 1. Fouls that pitch away. That'll make it 0-2. This is a base hit into right field. Will Terry try to score? He will not. Bases loaded. 1 away. Zach at the plate. Game tied at 1. Fastball up in the zone. Called strike 1. Just a fly ball to the outfield ought to do it. As that changeup misses. That should fall in for a base hit. 1 run in, another run coming in. And throw not in time. The Squirrels take a 3-1 lead as Zach gets a 2 RBI single on his 1,000th hit. Looks like that's going to be it for Gordon. They go bring in Mike Timlin. All right, Joey at the plate. Still only 1 out and 2 runners on base. He will swing and miss at the first pitch. Puts this one into left field. Burrow will make the catch. Runners going back to their bases. 2 away, and Jonathan will get 1 last at-bat here. Average down to 48 after he grounded to first. Looks at a strike, hits this one in the air. Derek Jeter waiting for it towards the back of the dirt. Makes the catch. Well, the Squirrels now with a 2-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Phillies back to the top of their order. Rios 1 for 2 on the day. Don't think Jonathan struck anybody out that second time through the Phillies order. Rios has a 2-0 count. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss on that palm ball. 2-2. This pitch down by his feet. We got a full count. Almost hits him, but that will be a walk. First walk of the game for either side. Jason Worth at the plate. Catches the outside corner for strike one. Uh-oh, bounces in that palm ball pretty badly, and that's going to let Rios get into scoring position. Worth with the 1-1 count now. Swings and misses at a not very good curveball, to be real blunt. And swings at a low fastball. A little over-eager at the plate, maybe. Brings Travis Hafner to the plate with the runner in scoring position and only one out. First pitch is called a strike. Jonathan still working Hafner outside. Carries that pitch to the opposite field, but it'll hook foul. 0-2. Swing and a miss on a slider for strike three. 2 away. We're getting a pinch hitter for Pat Burrell. Hero's going to come in to hit. I'm not sure. This is where I'd want to pinch hit if I were the Phillies, but maybe it's a handed. No, Burrell bat's right-handed too. No idea what motivated this change. But Heroes with a 2-0 count. This one catches the inside corner. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss. Could not catch up with the high fastball, and that will end the 6th inning. Squirrels leading 3-1 as we go into the 7th, where Kester will lead things off. All right, going to get some defensive changes. Jeter's going to move to second. Kiros will go to short. And Dave Roberts, I think, went out into left field. So I'm not completely sure who came out of the game there. But anyway, Kester's got a 1-2 count, and he will swing and miss for strike three. One down, here's Marvin. He is 1 for 3. Get a full at-bat from the left-hand side now. Looks at ball one. Looks at ball two, neither very close. This one misses up and in, make it 3-0. Taking all the way, and it was a strike. Hits this one towards the middle, and it does get through for a base hit. That might be enough to get Marvin up to 400 on the year. Chief 1 for 3. His average still north of 400. Though he has slowed down a bit as of late, I feel. It's got a 1-1 count. Oh, Marvin takes off, and he will get thrown out. Not the play I would have called, but clearly don't care too much about that. So base is now empty with 2 outs. And Chief puts it up the middle for a base hit. I could have a runner standing on third right now, but instead, 1 on with 1 out. Terry 1 for 3 on the day, sitting nearly 450. Hits this one right to Hafner at first, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. Squirrels still ahead, 3-1. Shane Victorino will lead off on the other side. All right. Well, Jonathan in position for the win, so let's go get Gonzalez out here. Terry made that last out, so let's get Sweeney into the game.
Your attention, please. Now the right pitch for Indianapolis. Number 76, Gonzalez.
All right, Victorino gonna lead things off. Got a RBI double in his last at bat. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. This pitch misses down and in. Good take by Victorino. They'll swing at the splitter and come up empty. One away. Here's Derek Jeter. He's got a sac bunt and a pop out. Looks at strike one. Splitter misses low. Changeup gets a swing and a miss. 1-2. The changeup is going to be put to Kester for the second out of the inning. Pudge Rodriguez, 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike one. Splitter called a strike. Pudge thought it was low. Same pitch gets ground to second, and that will end the 7th inning. Squirrels still up 3-1 as we go into the 8th inning, where Frank will lead it off for the Squirrels. Frank 1 for 3 on the day. Timlin starting to wipe his brow as Frank fouls the first pitch away. Swings and misses at a changeup that I don't think was in the zone. And is behind on that fastball for the first out of the inning. Tom 2 for 3 on the day. I think he might have scored the only run of the game so far. Can't remember that for sure though. Well, first, I forgot we scored since then. Oh geez, my apologies. 0-2 count at the plate. And he will ground to third. Chavez over to first for the second out of the inning. And here is Zach. He is also 2 for 3 today. He swings and misses. The splitter misses. 1-1. Hits this one. Just misses third base. Foul ball. 1-2. Fastball bounces in. 2-2. 2 outs. Make it a full count with 2 outs, and now Timlin's going to have to go off with elbow pain. Phillies not treating their bullpen well, apparently. Well, or any of their pitching staff. We are going to see Brad Lidge. He is coming in with a full count, 2 outs, nobody on base. Lidge is the one that coughed up the lead for the Phillies in Game 1. Starts off with the strike and gets a ground ball to Chavez, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and Chavez is going to lead it off at the plate. Phillies still down 2 runs, so Lidge may be in there short for a short period of time here. We will go get Hermida. He will go into Zach's spot, which will bring Quentin into the game. Chavez 0 for 2. He is struck out and hit into a double play. Starts off with the fastball for a strike here. Curveball, ground to first, but it is foul. 0-2. Fastball hit back to Hermida. Oh, fumbles it, and he's going to reach. Yeah, you don't like to give errors on the pitcher, but I think that one was warranted. E1, and that will bring Lidge to the plate. They are going to let him hit. He has a 1-1 count to start things off. Pitch misses up and away. Misses 3-1. This is hit through the left side. Lidge comes up with the base hit. Phillies put their first 2 runners on. Apparently it was Alex Rios that came out of the game with those defensive changes. So Dave Roberts with his first at-bat of the day. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses at the curveball for strike 2. Swings and misses again for strike 3. It's the first out of the inning. Jason Worth at the plate. 1 out with 2 on. Looks at a fastball for strike 1. Grounds this one to short. Throw goes to second. Kester on to first. Not in time. Close play over there, but it does leave runners on the corners for Travis Hafner. We get... Oh! I think Tom might have been trying to throw that one before he caught it. So allows Worth to get to second base anyway. 2 runners in scoring position now for Hafner. And he has a 1-2 count after that swing and a miss. Fastball misses outside. Curveball gets away. Oh, and this one's going to score a run. Slow rolled, but just fast enough to get away from Tom. It's now a 1-run game. Hafner swings and misses, though, and that will end the inning. Hermida gets out of trouble. Squirrels still with a 1-run lead as we go into the 9th inning. So they'll be looking for some insurance as they start off with Joey at the plate. Normally an error wouldn't be an earned run, but with the errors on the pitcher, that's kind of like a wild pitch, right? Anyway, Joey does come up with the leadoff single, and that will bring Sweeney to the plate for his first at-bat. As the pitch is down by his feet. Hits this one into left field. Roberts and Victorino coming together. Neither one get there. That will put runners on the corners. Still nobody out, and Kester at the plate. I've said it before. I don't know what it is, but we always seem to hit Brad Lidge. Lidge does induce the pop-up here, but he's still in trouble. 1 away with runners on the corners. Marvin with a couple hits already today, and he is on his stronger side now. Looks at strike 1. Pulls this one foul. And then hits this through the right side of the infield. That will score a run, so the Squirrels back up to a 2-run lead. Chief at the plate with 2 on and only 1 out. This first fastball is inside. Chief with the base hit into left. I tell you guys, we keep hitting this guy, and they keep putting him in there. Bases loaded for Quinton. There's only 1 out. He also will bat left-handed. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Infield fly rule. So now Lidge is 1 out away from getting out of this jam. It's up to Frank to see if he can keep Shibuya out of the game. First pitch is outside. This one is up and in. There's a swing and a miss. Can't catch up to the fastball. This pitch in the dirt. 3-1. Lidge on the verge of walking in a run. Instead, it looks like a grand slam. Frank's 3rd home run of the year. A 429-foot shot out into left field. And this game has been blown wide open. Now 8-2. And now they pull Lidge from the game and bring in J.C. Romero. I told you, don't bring Brad Lidge in against us. I'm not saying he's a bad pitcher, but he can't pitch against us. Changeup in there for strike 1 against Tom. There's strike 2. Called strike 3, and that will end the top of the 9th inning, but the Squirrels hit a grand slam to make it an 8-2 ball game. Pretty tall order for the Phillies. Quiros now hitting 4th instead of... Well, no, actually, that is where he went in. I apologize. This is not one of those times where the game is being disingenuous. I forgot that they actually did pinch hit for Pat Burrell. So Tom's going to come out of the game, which will mean Martinez is now catching Zapp, who will try to mop this one up. Carroll struck out in his first at-bat. And that first pitch is in there for strike 1. Swings and misses on a changeup to make it 0-2. And that breaking ball breaks too much, down and away. Back to the changeup for another swing and a miss. 1 down, here is Shane Victorino. He is 1 for 3. With a double, looks at strike 1 on a fastball. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, here is Derek Jeter. He is 0 for 2 today. He did get a sac bunt in his first at-bat. The first plate appearance, I guess, is more accurate. He is down 0-2. Doesn't chase that breaking ball. Nor that changeup. Makes it 2-2. Breaks his bat, right back to Zap in the air. He makes the catch, and the Squirrels take this series 2-1. Your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 8, Philadelphia Phillies 2. Much closer than that score suggested. Lidge let it get out of hand in the 9th inning. Don't know if it dawned on me at the time, that was an upper deck shot there for Frank. And Zach is going to be your player of the game. He did have the go-ahead run on his 1,000th hit of his career, so congratulations to Zach. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. I did not think to see who we are playing next, so we will all find out together tomorrow. We'll see you then.